What's up, guys? You're listening to Confessions of a Gym Rat, getting you through the 9 to 5 as healthily and happily as possible. I'm joined by my cousin again. It's been a hot minute, and honestly, I'm pressed right now because I just sat here waiting for 15 fucking minutes while my mom and my brother held her up in her house, speaking to her while I'm sitting here on Zoom waiting.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that was not ideal, but I'm happy to be back for episode 3.
Thanks. Tell
Let's get
them
it.
to like not, I don't want them coming home while I'm doing this right now.
I mean, they haven't left yet, so I think we should be able to get through this hopefully before they get home.
Well, it takes our moms about five goodbyes before anyone actually
Exactly. So I wouldn't be worried if I were you.
leaves. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming back on. It's been a hot minute.
I
I've
know.
been,
Like,
yeah, I've been talking to myself a lot. So I'm like, I need to talk to someone.
we gotta make this like a series, like a cousin series.
I know.
You
I
know, like
know.
just make it a little part of it.
The people like the people like you. They do.
What can I say? Chill.
It's
I love
fine.
the people too.
Okay, great. It's been quite the week. I was kind of thinking about this whole week has felt like a year
Yeah, I can agree with that.
with everything that I feel like this is one of those weeks where life is just coming at you from like up, down, sideways, like non-stop bullshit. So I was like, what do I want to talk about in the intro like that happened this week? That was a good thing. And then I remembered Vanderpump Rules did come out
Facts.
this week. So you didn't watch it,
No.
but I promised the people a little bit of a recap. And honestly, you've had time to catch up. So I don't care about spoiling this for
I know
you.
exactly. I know everything basically, so go for it. Like
Okay.
you might as
Well,
well.
the whole first of all, there was a lot of it was a well edited episode. The big event, like you know how there's always like a party or like something's going on that they're all like they go to.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was it was James Kennedy was DJing at Tom Tom. And it was Ariana's first time back at Tom Tom since like the whole incident. So
Mm.
she walks in and then they just start playing like all these memories that they filmed over the past like 9 years of her and Tom like sitting in that booth. And that shit was pretty damn sad.
Wait, they played it at Tom Tom?
No, they played it like like the producers put it in
Oh,
as
oh,
like a
okay, okay.
flashback, like all grayed out, and it was pretty sad
I mean, like I don't know why. Like why would they do that?
for dramatics, of
Well,
course.
exactly, but like I mean, come on,
I
that's
mean, I think Ariana's too busy right now to watch that shit. So
exactly. So it's kind of just like I mean, whatever. It's
yeah,
obviously for the publicity.
yeah. Well, listen, they're capitalizing off a good thing, and honestly, it worked. It worked on
Yeah.
me. Like I saw it and was like, fuck, that's so sad. Like I forget. I remember it happening when I watched the episode, but I forget what it's about. Like years ago, she was just crying, like having like I think she was going through like a mental health thing, and she's like on the couch at Tom Tom like crying, and she's just like, "Can we go home now?" And like Sandoval like walks her out. I'm like, "Fuck, that's so sad."
Seriously, that's brutal.
Yeah, but Sandoval basically wasn't in the whole first episode, um, because he was away filming Special Forces.
Ew.
Yeah, so then the big dramatic ending was like he comes back, and he's home. So that's how I guess the next episode will kick off.
That's kind of good. Like it's
But
nice.
James Kennedy is fucking back, dude.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
He's I forget like honestly, I forget what his first confessional was, but what like I just remember that what he said, I was cracking up. Also, him and Allie bought a house right near the airport. So
Wow.
they're like he's like outside the backyard. And he's like, isn't it funny how I was the one who wasn't invited to Sandoval's pool party and now I'm the only one with the pool? And then there's just like, whew, of like
Yeah, a
the
plane like
airplane.
landing.
Yeah. And Allie's just sitting there like, hmm.
Stop.
I'm here for Allie. She's so non like she doesn't cause any drama and she honestly doesn't say much. She's just there.
That's what I've kind of seen, like, yeah, or heard, like, from like you and like my friends that like have obviously watched it, the parts
She's
that
so unproblematic.
yeah, I've heard she's just kind of like there chilling, like she doesn't really get involved in anything.
Yeah, and like
So
last
that's good for
season,
him.
yeah, I know. Allie's definitely good for him.
Yeah.
Last season, like Raquel came up to her at like a pool party. Like she was like, I feel like I just need to like introduce myself to Allie. I was like, obviously, like that me and James were engaged, but and I'm like, "No, Raquel,
That's how she started it.
it was like something like that. It was just and Allie's just like sitting there like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, like I don't care. Like no one cares.
No, quite
Like that
literally.
was in the past.
Yeah, but it was it was good. The girls were all together. Like the girls all band together. There was one thing, and I was like kind of onto it, but then when I saw Ariana this week, which I'll like get into in a little bit, Lala steps outside of like Tom Tom and has this moment where she's like, I was once the mistress and like I know what it's like to wear that title, blah blah blah. Like I'm gonna I'm gonna reach out to Raquel and like tell her if she needs somebody to talk to, like we can talk or something. So she like sends her a voice recording or whatever. Um, and then somebody asked like Ariana at the book tour this week, was like, how'd you feel about that? And she was like, I have no beef with Lala. And she was like, and let's be honest, the producers made her do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can kind of tell what's like
Stage.
Lala of all people is doesn't give a shit about Raquel.
Exactly.
So that was the one thing. But the four girls seem to be on the same page right now, which we love to see.
It's good.
And there was a lot of commercials for Jax's new reality show, and I think I'm gonna watch it.
That's happening.
Yeah, like Kristen Doty's in it too.
Oh, wow.
It's called The Valley.
Hmm. That should be interesting.
It's been a while since Jax Taylor has caused problems on TV, although his life seems to be going good right now. I don't know if this is a good thing for him to get back into this space, but that's on him.
I know. I wonder if like the whole his whole show is gonna kind of like, you know, take him down
All I
rather
know is
than
that Jax is in it and Kristen's in it, and the two of them were the most explosive people on TV. That's it.
it's a nut job
Yeah, she seems to be better now. But
until
again, I
something
don't
else
know.
happens.
I don't know her, so
Yeah. She was
what?
in, I just remember like certain episodes, I'm just like, you have issues
Hmm.
big time.
Yeah, she does. Um, what else happened this week? Well, I saw Chicago this week
Yeah,
with
I saw that.
Ariana in it. She was good. She was like she was good. I'll say. Was she like the most fantastic person I've ever seen on Broadway? No, but was like she didn't seem out of place. The other girl though, like that was the other star, like was insane. She was older and she's like supposed to play. Apparently, she's been playing this role for over 20 years.
Oh,
But yeah, she had a powerhouse of a voice. She was probably like our mom's age and she was in like full splits.
wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Chicago was not what I expected it to be, but it was good.
Yeah,
If you
that's
had
good.
if you had to guess what Chicago the musical is about, like a plot line, like what would you think?
Honestly, I don't even know what it is about actually. So this is actually kind of a good question.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like it's about a woman that moves to Chicago and it's like this whole thing, like her life in Chicago. That's what I would think it would be.
that's what I thought it would be. Something about like following, like moving to a big city or something like
Yeah, to like
that.
follow your dreams or something.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not
Oh,
even close. It's about a woman who cheats on her husband and then kills her um miss whatever the male version of mistress is. And then it's basically all about her trial, but she's like taking the stardom away from the other murderers in jail. And she's
why
like,
called Chicago?
it takes place in Chicago.
Oh, okay, good. That's awesome, honestly. That's a great name. It's a great plot line.
I had no idea what it was about. And then the beginning scene is like, this is a story about adultery, murder, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, honestly, what did I just sign up to say?
Wait, so every time I hear Chicago, you know what I think about? The episode of Victoria.
Victorious. Yes, I know.
So I just think about Trina, like
Her one
with
man
little
show.
suitcases going to Chicago. So that's why I think that someone's moving to Chicago.
Every time I've been to Chicago, that's the only thing that's stuck in my head.
Yeah, just
It's a
Trina belting it
city
out.
that's exciting. It's a city that's inviting. It's a city for a woman just like me.
Pop
Anyway,
off.
did you watch anything exciting this week or no?
Nope. Well, let me think.
Okay.
No, no,
Did you
I thought I
watch?
did. No, I didn't. I again really imagine myself like it's so funny because I'll be at work and then I'll go to the gym and then I'm like I'm at when I'm at the gym I'm like oh my God like I'm on a good schedule I have time to watch something later like totally gonna put something on. Never happens because then I end
No.
up falling asleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I always have a plan to like watch something, but it never happens. And I feel like I'm like just so behind on like stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty much my fault. But at the same time, I don't feel like putting something on and then I know I'm gonna fall asleep and then just like totally not worth it. And I just miss whatever I'm
Yeah.
gonna
For me, it's this sounds really bad, but it's like I get home and I'm finally able to like sit down and the thought of like navigating my TV, like turning it on, choosing my Fire Stick profile, going into
it's
like
a whole
it's
thing.
I'm too
It's
lazy.
a
I'm
whole
like I
process.
can't possibly press these five buttons to get my show on. Like I rather just sit there in silence.
That's what I'm saying. Like I literally go to my room and sit there for a second on my phone and then just like turn everything off. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. This
So
I was thinking while you were saying that about just like going back to how this week felt like a fucking year.
yeah.
My laptop broke on
Oh,
Tuesday, right?
well,
It was on Tuesday.
something happened at Kingdom, right? With the screen. I was there.
Yeah, my screen, like that was this week. It feels like it
Yeah.
was a year
That
ago.
feels like last week.
So much shit has happened. My screen, I'm in the middle of like work, like I was working the front desk. I'm in the middle of doing something on my computer and it just goes goodbye,
Yeah,
done.
I remember that.
So like I can't function without my computer. So I ran my ass to Best Buy. Let me tell you something. The guy who was helping me at Best Buy smelled like absolute ass. He smelled fucking gross. And he was standing so close to me, like, whoa, I was like, okay, I'll take this computer. And he's like, let me see what colors. I'm like, I already know. He's like, let me just check. I'm like, please. I just need to pay for this and go because you smell so bad and I'm so hungry. And Vanderpump Rules is on in 30 minutes. I gotta go.
Yeah. Like just give me my shit and then I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I was looking at the Apple Watches because mine's like kind of dying. Like it's not too serious yet. And he was like, no, we don't have that one in pink. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll come back. And he was like, let me check if we have it the same color as your laptop. I'm like, no, I don't want that color. Like I just want pink. And he's like, well, let me just check. I was like, I
I don't want you to.
would love for you to take my credit card and then let me leave.
Yeah.
Like,
So you had to get a new laptop.
yeah, I did. And it was one of those things where like my laptop was kind of shitting out on me like 2 weeks ago, but I was like, ugh, like whatever, like we're just gonna deal with it. But I can't go, I can't function without my laptop.
Yeah, it's like a necessity, so you kind of
Yeah.
need it.
So now I have the new MacBook Air. Um,
Nice. How's it treating you?
it's it's good. It's not pink, but I got a pink case.
That's good. Did you get like silver then?
It's called like Midnight or something. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a gold white type of thing. But it my Macs don't connect to like my dock. Like it won't connect to my second screen.
Interesting.
I think it's a user error.
Yeah.
So whatever, I'll figure that out like next week or something.
Yeah.
Um, should we talk about what happened yesterday?
Yeah, let's talk about it because that was crazy.
I kind of feel bad talking about it, but
I also do. But
I
I
yeah,
th I think we can talk about it in more of a lesson to not do this.
yes.
We'll
And
put it that way.
I don't think he's gonna listen to this. And it's not like I'll preface it by saying I feel really bad for this guy. Like
100%.
I it's a small gym, and even in a big gym, like when you mess up or something, like it's just embarrassing. Like it's
Yeah,
just you feel so embarrassed, and you know people are like looking at you and talking about you. So I feel bad for him.
100%. I mean, it's embarrassing to mess up with like anything in general anyway,
Right.
but especially at the gym and like you want to think you know like what you're doing and stuff. So,
Yeah. So the problem, I talked to John this morning because we were the only ones in the gym. The I'll I'll dive into the setup, I guess, and then tell like that you already know, and then tell the problem. So
yeah.
this guy was bench pressing. And he's done this before where there's a weight rack right behind the bench press. Like just a rack. It's a rack that holds weights, and
Yeah, just holding the
you
plates.
put them on the plates, like whatever, all gyms have it. So he had that lined up behind the bench press, and he had a resistance band tied to that, and then the other end tied to the bench. I walked past it and thought to myself, I don't get what the point of this is.
Yeah, it was tied to the bar, right? Like it was,
It was tied to the bar,
yeah.
and the bar moves up and down, and the resistance was coming from behind. So I don't like, I really just don't get what the point was.
If anything, that it would make more sense to have the resistance almost like under you. So that way when you push up, like
Yes. So
there's resistance going up.
yeah,
I don't know why it would be back this way.
that's what me and John were saying. And I was thinking about it last night too. And yeah, you would want the resistance to be under you.
100%.
Like if he had it on both ends of the band and then the other one was like underneath the bench or something, because you want it to be harder when you're like pushing up.
Yes.
So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so
That
he
was
had it behind him. It made no sense. The problem was he didn't even check. There was no weights on, like there were very few weights on that weight rack.
there were like
Like
fives and like 2.5s.
yeah, the other one like next to it has like 345s on each side on the bottom. Like it's got some 25s. Like it's got like John like tried to push it today, and he was like, it literally takes both my hands. Like a resistance band isn't gonna knock this over.
Yeah.
So his had like 2.5s at the top and like 10s at the top.
Yeah.
So first of all, it's at the top, not the bottom. So this thing's top heavy. Where were you when it happened? Were you close to it or no?
I was on the fly machine.
Oh, so you didn't see it.
So I
Yeah.
what I was facing, like I wasn't facing the mirror, I was facing like backwards on it. So my peripheral like saw,
Oh,
yeah. I didn't see the actual like event, but the only thing I saw was Omar sprinting
yes.
over to him, and that's when I saw, and I was like, whoa, and I saw the bar just on this dude. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Like, I didn't actually see the thing fall.
Yeah. I basically saw the same thing. Like I was standing by the front desk. I felt bad because John was literally getting ready to leave, and I had to ask him a question. I was about to open my mouth, like to ask him a question. And then I just heard Omar go like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he like
Yeah.
run in. And I looked over and I saw it tip. And then I saw it tip, and I saw the weights fly off onto him. And then I saw the barbell come down. And then I just heard him like scream. Like
Yeah. I had my headphones on, so I didn't hear anything.
he was like he let out like a holler almost. I just remember looking back at John, and John like had just turned around and was kind of like, huh? And then he
Like,
was like,
yeah.
oh shit. Like it took him a second, and then he was like, and he just ran
Yeah.
over there. So
I saw John run over, and then I saw all the boys just like over there.
yeah, the one thing that I have like a problem with, and I've seen it in like so many public places, when there's like a medical emergency, everybody flocks over to that person. You don't like that causes pandemonium. like John was there. He had somebody get the first aid kit. He had pressure on that guy's forehead. Maybe one other person around there to be like, John, what do you need? But there was like four of them.
I know.
It just like wasn't necessary.
Like, exactly. I can understand, like, I saw, someone bring over the first aid kit and like helping clean up and stuff and like giving John like what he needed, but like it really just could have been John, the dude, and like someone else.
Yeah. I
And then it's like everyone just starts crowding around, like watching. And it's like, number one, it's just like uncomfortable for the kid because like you just, like made this whole mistake and embarrassed yourself and like
right.
whatever. And it's like you're bleeding insanely. And it's like now that all this attention's on you and it's just
I
all around
know.
embarrassing.
I
Why does
know.
everyone have to just stare and stop? So that's why when I saw everything happening, I just like stayed in the corner and I was just kind of like peeking over just to like, see what was going on, but like also just there's no reason for me to go over there.
No. No. I was up
Just like
like I just asked like Marissa and Jess, I was like, should I call 911? And for set
yeah,
like John was like, don't call 911 yet or whatever. But then like Jess was like, I would just do it. So I did just in case. I've never called
yeah,
911 before.
I would love to say
Big
that.
baller moment.
Join the
Um,
club.
well, because I wasn't sure, like,
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was gonna be like aware of what was going on or whatever. But then once I saw him like stand up and go to the bathroom, I was like, oh, like he's fine. And it turns out that it was just a cut.
It
Like,
was. It was just a cut. And apparently like it was just like deep, right? Or it wasn't even that
he
deep.
needed stitches, but once he put the compression on it, it was fine.
Yeah.
So,
But
like,
that
if
kid's
John
gonna
had
be like
said to me,
really messed
I
up.
rather drive him now than wait like 3 minutes for the paramedics to come. So it's fine. Like, whatever. They were probably doing nothing. This was probably exciting for their day. When John's car pulled up, I told him this today. I was like, when you pulled up, like when you skirted up to that front door to get this guy in your car, there was like five of us that looked at each other and were like, any car but John's
Seriously.
would be appropriate to drive this kid to the hospital. And he was like, what would you do if I called you and said I ran out of gas? I was like, probably hang up. I don't know.
Should have been someone else driving him.
Dude, I had to drive him to the gym like a month ago or whatever because he got a flat tire with that car. Then he finally wheeled out the tire this week, like exchanged his tire, ran out of gas the other day. I like
Doesn't he have another car though like that?
there's problems with that one. I don't understand his car situation. All I know is that I will volunteer to drive him places rather than vice versa.
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
I was like, good thing you got gas yesterday. Um,
True.
yeah. So the lesson being here, first of all, embarrassing things happen to everybody. And if something happens in the gym that's embarrassing, like it's in your human nature to talk about it with people and whatnot, like we just did here, but try not to make a spectacle of it in the
Yeah. I
moment.
mean, the kid did nothing wrong. It's just like, yeah,
Well,
he
he did, but
well, but I'm saying like nothing like I don't he wasn't intentionally trying to like,
mhm.
obviously do that. My thinking was that maybe he just was trying something new and thought that would be,
He's done it before. I think
oh, I
he
didn't
didn't,
know he's done that
yeah, he
before.
didn't check that there wasn't like weights
Oh, well,
on the
that kind of
bottom or whatever. It's just, yeah, double think things through. It's easy to go into autopilot in the gym sometimes, but I think we all need to remember that it's form and whatnot, and educating yourself properly is super important for that reason.
yeah. I mean, just kind of know what you're about to do and make sure that like especially when you use like resistance bands on like machines and stuff, like make sure that it's not gonna do something like
Yeah.
snap or because I use like resistance bands on stuff and I'm like sometimes I'm
Well,
like
yeah,
scared.
but this problem was that the weight tipped
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to happen to you on the like extension. It might like some of those bands are old and they might snap, but
Yeah. It's not
it
gonna
probably
like
won't hit you anyway.
topple something over.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, I think what's good too is like, I mean, at least everyone, wanted to help and like was there like, for him. So that was, good to kind of, I guess, see like if we want to make it positive, like
Yeah, it's a good community to be in.
that's
People
yeah, what I'm like
like
saying.
people who weren't asked to, like that don't work there, were cleaning up blood, like
Yeah.
sanitizing things. So
Yeah. So it just kind of shows that like, people like, yeah, you might screw up and like embarrass yourself, but like people
yeah,
are, not gonna not help you.
I just felt bad for John because we had such a long meeting beforehand and we're working on stuff, and he was like not having like a great morning. The guy was finally about to go home.
I mean, yeah, but shit
Shit
happens,
happens.
What are
Shit
you gonna do?
happens. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much all the exciting things that happened in my week.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's move into some weekly highlights. I do a non health and fitness related highlight and then a health and fitness related highlight. So I'll go first. You think about yours. My health and fitness related highlight was bringing Chloe to the gym.
Yeah, that was good.
I wish she probably would have been very confused if you were there, to be honest, because she knows you and she would have been like, what are you doing
Yeah.
here? Like, this isn't
I
where
wonder if like she would have been, yeah, like coming up to me and like, that stuff. I don't know.
I think she would have.
Yeah. If she was like, well, how was she at the gym? Like chill?
She went, she was so well behaved. I was shocked.
That's completely shocking.
I know. I mean, she was Chloe. Like she was
Yeah.
running around. She was like jumping over people's faces, like running into people intentionally, but like minimal barking. She let out like two barks. She
Good.
just no accidents. Like everyone was so happy to see her. She was like, she walked around like I let her down when we got in, and she took herself on her own tour.
Nice.
She saw herself around and was like, okay, cool. She took a nap on the reclining chair. She
Nice.
sat on the chiropractor bench. She hopped up next to my face when I was doing leg hamstring curls.
Awesome.
Omar brought a ball out for her. She had a great she had a great time. She truly had a great time. And if I do say so myself, she made a mockery of Tank.
I mean, yeah, Tank kind of acts up when he's there, so
John
compared to
was like, I put up a vlog. You should honestly watch it. I think you'll find it funny. But I put up a vlog today, and at one point in the background, and like nobody's talking to John, he just goes like, Tank is very bad.
who's he talking to?
I don't know. I think like me and Omar were with Chloe and we were like near him, but we were talking to each other. And I think he just like, I
Came
don't
out.
know. I don't know. But yeah, she made Tank look pretty bad, I will say.
Yeah.
She had a great time though. And John said, if you're this well behaved, you can come back anytime you want.
Wow.
I think it
Official team
was,
member.
yeah, I think it was good for her. She went to a new place.
Yeah.
And then it was so cute, Lex. She had the best day ever. On the way home, she was in my lap, just looking out the window with her paws up, just taking in the scenes, roads she's never seen before.
So
Just
cute.
just having the best day.
See, that's good when dogs are well behaved and, there's no problems. It's a great time.
I started yelling at her. Not yelling at her, but I was warning her. I think she came over on like Tuesday or something. I was like, "Listen, you have to start being cordial with Phoebe because you have no friends now. You don't have any friends left. You need
Yeah.
to you need to get over this fear of Phoebe and be friends with her." She had
Uh,
no idea what I was saying, but I'd like to
hopefully
bring
she processed something.
I
Hopefully
was
she
just
interpreted that
I
as
was just
something.
looking at her. I'm like, "You have no friends now." And she's
For
just
everyone
like,
who doesn't know, Phoebe's my new pup.
"I wish she was here
So yeah, she's actually downstairs.
with my
But
family."
yeah, I don't know if your family left or not, but
We don't,
I don't hear anything, so I'm assuming.
it's such a jump scare when they leave. Not when they leave, but like when they come home. I'm like, like I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Um, anyway,
But
back
yeah,
to
no, Phoebe, she has to be friends with Chloe because they're essentially cousins.
I think Phoebe just stuck her nose up Chloe's butt too many times.
She doesn't know personal space and boundaries yet at all.
And neither does Chloe. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you have no right to be fearful of Phoebe when you guys are very similar, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, Phoebe just wants to play, man. Like she's got no fear. Like she just wants to play with
We
everyone.
need to keep having them together. Like they need like instead of keeping them away, we need to keep putting them together.
Yeah.
So like Chloe gets over whatever this fear was.
Mm-hmm. It also might be helpful if like they were out in the yard together
Yeah.
so they can like run.
You should bring her to my dad's because he has
I
like
was
a
gonna
huge
say, yeah,
backyard and
yeah,
just let them every time she goes out in that backyard, it's like she's never seen grass before.
yeah. It might be good for them just to run together.
We should do that. I think my dad would enjoy that.
Let's plan it.
Okay. He also asked if your dad could like drive us one way to the cruise.
Oh, snap.
I forgot.
Okay.
I'll talk to you about that offline. I forgot to ask though.
That's an off-screen issue.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my health and fitness related highlight. My non-health and fitness related highlight is the fact that I met Ariana Madix this week. Hands up. She
Big
was
slay.
so fucking nice. Big slay.
That's
I came
awesome.
in with my pink sparkle boots and she was like, "Oh my God. I I'm gonna have to step up my posing here because your shoes are making me look bad." And I was like, "Ariana, never,
Nothing can make you look bad, Ariana.
never." And she truly looked fantastic. Her outfit was fantastic. She was hilarious on stage. She threw out a couple my cards.
No, not the mic.
And do you know who Matt Rogers is?
No, but is that the guy that she brought out?
Yeah, so I didn't know who Matt Rogers was, and Steven had told me like, oh, like he's like the king of the gay community apparently, like he's like their Jesus.
Oh,
He's a comedian. That guy I didn't stop laughing the entire time.
I
Everything
love
that came
him.
out of his mouth like was so funny. They did some questions and one like anonymous question was for Ariana, like being bisexual, how do you find like the courage to date girls or whatever? And she answered. And then she was like, Matt, any advice? And he just goes, on dating girls? No. Racking up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he was good, but she was so freaking nice. I wish I had more time to speak to her. I asked her, I told, well, I had like 30 seconds, like a minute. So
Yeah,
I was like, and we were talking, and then her like people were like, all right, you gotta go. And she was like, oh. And I was like, oh, goodbye,
yeah,
friend.
kind of sucks.
But I was like, yeah, like I know you were partners with Pasha this season on Dancing with the Stars. My friend was partners with Daniela last season. And she was like, oh my God, you know Joe? And I was like, yes, I know Joe. And then I was like, I go back and forth between LA and here a lot. How do you not like I was like, and I have like such big imposter syndrome. And she was like, dude, it never goes away. And I was like, okay, good. Yeah. So Ariana Madix, queen.
Yeah,
I wish she was my big
it's
sister.
cool.
All right, what are your highlights?
I would say my like fitness related highlights are I've been hitting some new PRs in the gym.
Anything specific?
I
Or I just
got
fired away a text message.
to me.
No,
Oh, I was
I
like,
just
whoa.
wasn't expecting the whoosh to be that loud.
I didn't even hear it.
Okay, go.
Um, I hit 20s on the shoulder
Oh,
press.
let's go.
I know,
Okay.
I know. We can do them for about like 6 or 7.
And I bet you could do them for more if somebody was over your shoulder screaming.
Yeah, yeah. So we're getting there on that. So I was happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there was another PR, I think it was leg related. Um, Something on the leg press. Well, I usually use the leg press in the corner.
So they're
Like
different.
yeah, exactly. They are different.
You know, oh,
So
so you know that. Like you know
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Well, I find the one in the corner like easier a little
Well, it
bit.
is because it's less on the quads, it's more on the hamstrings and the glutes.
Yeah. Um, so I was using the other one, the one that's not more on it's more on the
Just the
quads.
regular, the standard
Yeah,
guy,
like the one. Yeah.
not the pivot press.
And I was like pushing myself on that because like I usually don't really use it.
Yeah.
But I did pretty well. I was like doing
Nice.
I forget what I might have I was doing like 145 and like I think I put 25 on there and like I was happy with that. Like I was struggling, but like it was like a good struggle. It wasn't
Good.
like bad. I probably could have done a little more, but like it was a good challenge for one of the days.
You know who's a really good spot? Biagio. He'll
Yeah,
push you.
that.
He'll push you.
Yeah. And I gotta catch him on the weekend. I'm not really there when he's there. Like sometimes it depends.
Sometimes, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know what that kid's schedule is.
I don't know either.
I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah.
I will say though, people have been saying to me, like my dad says it a lot, and I forget who it was. It was either like Marissa or Zena, like one of them the other day. I was just talking about you, and they're like, she's been putting on muscle. And
Damn,
I'm
really?
like, yeah, like people are noticing it. I'm like, I know, I know she is.
Let's go. A lot of honestly, a lot of people have been saying stuff like I know like Biagio and like Tyler and like Zena said something too. Like people notice like my shoulders and my back.
Yeah.
That's like the more
Well,
prominent thing.
you're like lean, obviously naturally lean. So your
Yeah.
shoulders, like you're like Brendan, where like he does like one set of lateral raises and his shoulders are out like 3 inches.
Yeah. My I mean, usually on like pretty much any arm day, it doesn't even have to be shoulders. Like if I'm doing even just like biceps.
Curls. Sometimes when
Yeah.
I do curls, my shoulders start to get a pump.
Yeah, I know. I start seeing like my little vein pop and
I'm
I'm
like,
like, whoa,
okay,
whoa, relax, relax. Put it away. Go to sleep.
chill. You're gonna
Yeah.
scare people.
Chill. It's not your time today. But no, I've definitely been noticing it more and more. And also my other highlight that was gonna go with this was like I've just been eating like super consistently. And like
I love that.
that's yeah, like I this is probably the most I've been eating. And like I'm still trying to work on like eating even more than like what I am now.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a work in progress. It always is. I know that. But no, I've been like really disciplining myself. Obviously I have some slip ups here and there on like days,
We
but
all
it is
do.
what it is. We're all human.
Yeah, we all do.
Then it's just lifestyle. It's not like I'm, super strict and I have to be strict with this. Like,
Right. It's you're
it's
doing
my
more than the average person is. You're not competing for anything.
exactly. So it's like it'd be different if I was competing or doing something,
Yeah,
like a
then you
sport or
can't slip
whatever.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, this is just for my lifestyle. It's like I'm gonna allow myself on the weekends to, binge a little bit or do whatever. That's fine. And I'm okay with that. But
Yeah.
like right when Monday comes, like I'm back to my shit. I'm
Yep.
making all my meals, like that's it. Um,
That's what's important.
yeah, so that's what I've been, constant progress in the gym.
Yeah.
So
It's constant progress outside of the gym too, though. Like this was
yeah,
a harder week for you, just with like
yeah,
life events
for
and
sure.
stuff. And you bounced back quick. Like I
Yeah,
talked to you on Tuesday after Monday was like pretty catastrophic. And you're
yeah.
like, I haven't really eaten today, but like I got my snack here. Like I have my protein bar. And then like you kept going. Like you kept showing up to things.
That's the thing. It's like if I'm not gonna let myself, you know, sink into another hole.
No,
And
you
like
work too hard to get out.
I know. And it's like, I'm not saying that I'm not going to let myself feel certain feelings,
Right.
that I'm going through, like 100%. Some things I went through this week, like, yeah, I felt it. I let myself feel it,
Yeah.
but I'm not like, pushing it away to like, not acknowledge it. Like, I'm still acknowledging what happened, but it's like I'm doing it in a healthy way where it's like, I can't let this stop
Yeah.
my growth and my progress.
Yeah. The gym's also so therapeutic. Like if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
going through something, and for me, like even when I have gone through like bouts of depression where I literally don't want to get out of bed, I'm like, I know like chemically, like I'm just gonna feel better
Once you get there, once
afterwards.
you push it, yeah.
It's gonna give me something to do. Like you put on your music, like
Yeah.
the pump starts showing up. Pick your
Exactly. And even
pick your favorite
even if it's
muscle group.
not, yeah, even if it's like not the best pump or whatever, it's like you still had your like you time. You still, did something for yourself.
You could have been wallowing in pity
Yeah,
in
you
your
made it there. You did something, and that you can just be happy with that. It doesn't have to be some A plus, pump.
yeah. All right. What was your non health and fitness related highlight? I'd like to do this because even if it's not an extraordinary week and like bad things happen or whatnot, there's still like one good thing had to have happened to you, whether it was a cup of coffee.
Oh yeah, I would say that work has been super chill because Chinese New Year is coming up and my factories in China are closing down, so I haven't had a lot of work. Yay!
Right. My dad goes to me, when are you going to San Diego? And I told him the dates and he goes, great. You're going to be gone for Chinese New Year. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
God damn it, dude. Get it
I,
together.
I don't know. I didn't know what to say.
You have nothing to say.
I said, it's okay. I'll celebrate with Nush. And he was like, she's not Chinese. And I was like, and?
You don't have to be
And?
Chinese to celebrate.
I'm like, I respect her culture. She could respect mine.
Yeah.
I'm sure she likes, I don't know. I was going to say something that was probably going to come out fucked up. Anyway, though, I'm happy for you. Take it as a break.
Yeah, it's been chill. But it's honestly been allowing me to do more of my other part of the job where like, my design concepts for like apparel and stuff like that. So I've been getting my feet wet with them more. So that's been cool because that's where I'm trying to head.
You also need a little bit of a break after work because work will beat your ass and then it'll be chill and then it'll beat your ass again and then
Yeah,
it'll be chill.
so yeah, so like this week's definitely gonna be chill too. So I'm kind of hype about it. Not much gonna go on.
What is that sweatshirt that you have on? Okay.
I had nothing else.
Respect. I just, for some reason, I saw the C and thought it said cheer. And I was like, where did she get that from?
No.
You could crop it, but that's
Oh, I
anyway.
so should.
You could. I, Lex, hold on. This is going to be an iconic moment. I'm going to have to put this on YouTube. I
Okay.
have this sitting right here. This was John's sweatshirt. For those of
I
you that
love
are
it.
not watching, I have my he sent me home in this the night that he broke up with me. My sophomore and junior year of college boyfriend broke up with me and I didn't have a coat. So he gave me this sweatshirt to wear home and I never gave it back to him because like there was no like reconcile.
There was nothing going
And
back.
I think for a while I just held on to it because I was mourning it or like mourning the breakup. And then one day I just looked at it and I was like, what am I going to do with this like extra large sweatshirt? Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll crop it. And now I wear it and it's cropped and it's like I don't even think of it. Like I know where it came from, but it doesn't mean anything
It's a
to me.
new sweatshirt.
Exactly. So we
I
can
mean,
gallop.
to be fair, this isn't like this is mine,
Oh.
but
Yeah, same shit though.
exactly, it's in support of the organization.
Exactly.
So like I can crop it
Yeah.
and because it still reminds me.
Yeah. Crop it.
So
And then
I'm
it's
just
just a
like,
Rutgers hoodie.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, Savage season. I love that.
It's 100% Savage
Mm-hmm.
season.
Mm-hmm.
It's like funny because everyone's been telling me that just because I've been like so, I don't know,
Yeah.
dark. But
You are a
I,
little dark and twisty.
yeah, but I honestly kind of love it for myself because I don't know, I feel like I've been like slowly finding different parts of me and like I'm content with
Yeah.
becoming like this new version of myself. And like everyone's kind of here for it. Like,
I'm here for it.
yeah, a lot of people, are like liking the content I post and stuff. Just like especially like my gym like pictures and everything and like even just like stupid selfies on Snapchat, but like everyone's like your fits are like insane, like they're so cool. Like at work, I'm like, thanks.
Yep. I'm here for it. Thank you. I
Savage
love that.
Savage season is here.
It is. So I wanted to have you on because the first time you came on, you brought in some questions. And like now it's been quite a while and you know more every day. But I thought that I would have you on to ask like a few more questions or questions that you used to have or something that other people who are beginners or either beginners or like just not trainers at the gym because
Yeah.
we could all be learning would ask. So, did you do your homework?
Yeah, I thought of a couple.
Okay. Fire away, please. Hit me with number one.
Number one. Give me number one. Number one, I guess it's kind of like does consistency and doing the same exercises for your splits like in the gym, how much does that matter to an extent? Or, what's your take on that?
So I try and keep most of I try and at least keep the movements the same. So I'll go into a few examples here, but when I'm writing my shoulder workout, let's say, I'm consciously thinking of what are the delt muscles. You have the
Yeah.
medial delt, you have the anterior delt, you have the uh rear delt. So I might not do a dumbbell shoulder press every week, but maybe I'll do a dumbbell shoulder press one week. I do a machine shoulder press, but it's the same thing. One day I'll do
Still doing a
dumbbell.
shoulder press.
Right. One day I'll
Yeah.
do dumbbell lateral raises, the other I'll do cable. I used to think that like if I did the same exercises week over week that I wasn't growing, and I was actually very wrong in that. It matters more the time under tension and the progression. So if you're doing dumbbell lateral raises every week, but it's been a year and you've stayed at 10 pounds, you're not growing.
Well, no, 100%. But if you, are increasing that weight and stuff,
Yes.
doing the dumbbell lateral raises every week, is fine. But as
Yep.
long as you're increasing that weight and reps or something like
Yep.
that too, that like plays a role.
Stick to the staples and find ways to progress with them.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Because that was some question. Because like for the most part, I pretty much do, you
Yeah.
know, the same things. With a couple like few, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm gonna do this one day. But other than that, um, another thing that I was gonna ask you is between the three, I know like they're all gonna give you, obviously the protein benefits and stuff, but like, you know, ground beef, ground turkey, and then just chicken, like what's kind of like the best
Good
options
question.
there.
So
Yeah.
that's a good question. I'm
I eat
actually
all.
right. So do I. I am right now like going through the process of getting my like nutrition coach certification. I'm gonna break this down in a way that's gonna make sense. I talked about it a little bit on last week's episode. Protein strands are made up of amino acids. Think about like a little DNA strand.
Yeah, yeah.
Like protein strands are made up of amino acids. There are 9 amino acids. Some protein sources are complete protein sources. That means that they have all 9. Some are incomplete. They don't have all 9. Doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. But
Yeah.
dairy, eggs, and like meat have all 9. So they're all complete proteins.
Okay.
As far as what's like, so out of a which is the best source of like actual protein, I don't have a preference over one of
Yeah.
those. I would typically go with like a chicken or turkey breast over ground beef just because red meat is not as good for you as like the white meat is. But if you have them all like in moderation, you're getting the same protein source basically.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I figured. And like, because like, I read like, ingredients and whatever and stuff like
Right.
that. But yeah, I was just like also like just kind of like, let me just bring that up because, I eat all three. I wonder if there actually is,
Yeah. Well, people see it and they're like chicken and rice, but why chicken and rice? You
yeah,
know?
you can always do. And that's the thing. I mean, I I keep my meals consistent every week and stuff. But the way I change it up is doing like chicken a couple days, turkey a couple days,
Yeah.
ground beef a couple days. So that way, at least
You
it's
just
something
eat
a little
turkey
different.
like, do you put sauce on it or no? I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
do it.
yeah. I do put
Okay, I
sauce.
can't do it. Ground beef I can, but turkey and chicken I can't.
No,
I need to
I
have sauce.
I got I put sauce on like all the stuff I
What type of
have.
sauce?
Um, I was doing this one like cilantro lime sauce, which is pretty good.
Oh,
But Grace actually recommended the Melinda sauces to me because they're like low cal, and they're like insane flavors. Like there's so many good ones. So I tried this Thai sweet
send a
chili
pic.
one. What was that?
Send me pics.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Um, I tried this Thai sweet chili one, really good. I just ordered two more. They came to the other day. I got it's like a mango habanero and then like a habanero honey mustard.
Love that. I do have a
Yeah.
spicy honey mustard from ShopRite.
Yeah, and so it was funny because like I when I saw these, I was like, oh, like they're gonna be like really spicy. But I asked Grace, and she's like, no, like these are really not that spicy. Like I know it says habanero, but like it also on their website it says the spice levels and stuff, but they have a shit ton, and like they even have like buffalo ranch and stuff like that too. So check it out because they're really
You ever
good.
eat spicy things and your nose starts to run and you just feel like a
Yes,
bitch?
and then your eyes water.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, my fucking nose is running right now. Like, it's like not even like I can't handle it. It's just like my nose starts running.
You and then also like I just get like hot.
Yeah,
Like, my
I'm
whole
actually
body's just
pretty
getting
hot
hot,
right
and I'm just like,
now.
why is this happening?
Sweating. Anyway, next question.
Next question.
We'll keep it at three. I think three's good, right?
Yeah, I might think of one on the spot currently because I kind of just had two.
Oh,
Sorry. No, no one heard that. Anyway,
I was gonna tell you, text you, be like, you could ask me stuff about like clothes that I've brands that I bought, like anything.
yeah, I'm trying to think like also like yeah, outside the box too. Let's see. Yeah. What's like what's your favorite brands right now to get for athletic wear? I mean, I know
Well,
a couple of them, but like
right. Oh,
anything you found new or stuff, because I'm always looking for new stuff too.
whoa. Um, I am a huge advocate for Petula. Obviously, I work with them, but their Bare Warmth and the Bare Pro leggings I've been telling my clients about are so good for the winter. Um, they're a little bit more of like a similar to a I don't want to say cotton, but like you know how some of the Lululemon leggings are like silky?
Yeah.
These aren't silky. They're more of like a cottony type of material. So for the winter and it being like 29 fucking degrees here, they make my butt look really good and they're warm. So I
Are
won't
they
like put
thicker?
I probably won't wear I don't like wear them during the summer, but for now, like you know when you put on a pair of like silky leggings and you're just fucking cold. You're just
Yeah.
like, like
It
this doesn't
happened to me with Lulu, yeah.
yeah, this doesn't happen with that. So I've been loving Petula. Their Brahmi top is fantastic. I bought some stuff from Young LA. Um, but it's been more of like I bought sweatpants and like crop t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I like
Um,
their like clothing.
yeah, I bought one sports bra and like it doesn't have adjustable straps, so sometimes when I raise my hand, like a little bit of boob pops out at the bottom.
What kind of bra did you buy? Because I have one from there too.
Twist one. It's like the twist
Oh, okay.
tie one. And then of
Well, uh,
course I've been loving Violate as well.
yeah, no, I love the shorts I have from Violate, but
Yeah,
I only have that one Patullo bra that you gave me, but I want to get pants and like or shorts from them.
you should. I will guide you in the right direction. Every pair of Petula pants that I have makes my butt look so good.
Yeah. You know what happens sometimes too, which I hate about like leggings, like you know when like you put them on like they fit your like legs and stuff, but then they'll get like a small like gap in your waist. Like I
Mm,
hate if there's like just like a small gap or whatever. Like I need them to
yeah.
like literally suck just everything in. Like I need them
Everything
to be like
in. Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
Like
Makes
I hate if like anything if they even just start to like fall. Like that's why I love Lulu so much because they literally like mold into your body.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, like some that I have, like some like Gymshark ones I have, like are just like sometimes they'll like
Gymshark would always stretch out on me, and I never like I don't put my stuff in the dryer, my gym clothes, because I know that that's how you lose elasticity. They would
yeah,
always gap on me, and they're all unibutt pants. None of them have butt scrunches.
yeah.
I feel
I
like I used
just
to love Gymshark when Gymshark was like the only thing.
yeah.
And then I kind of grew up and was like, I don't really fuck with them.
I know there's like very far and few in between that I have from them, but yeah, it's just like not it hasn't been it lately.
Yeah, there's other options
100%.
for more worth your money. And for me, like spending money on a pair of leggings that's like black, blue, gray is worth it because I wear those shits like it's nobody's business.
Well, and that's the thing. The more you find yourself going to the gym more frequently and the more like it's your like another wardrobe. Like it's just like your closet
Yeah,
of clothes. Like
yeah.
you have to have, like a
You
good
pay for
amount
the
of stuff.
quality too.
Well, exactly.
Like you
And like
pay for the quality.
I've learned like over time, that I would pay 100% for the quality and for something that's going to
Yeah.
be, withstanding and lasting.
there's a reason like Petula's leggings are like $65, $70 and Gymshark's are like 40.
Exactly. And it's like everyone's like, "Oh, you pay for the name, you pay for the name." Okay, but like you pay for the name, but are they good quality? Yeah.
Yeah, like why are they popular?
Well, and
Because
that's like my argument with like Lulu. Like my Lulu leggings have never stretched out on me, have
right.
never like just they're good leggings and like I could live in them. So yeah, I'm gonna pay money.
I
Sorry
agree.
about it.
You won't tell me how to spend my bills.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like, and that's the thing, like people's priorities are different. Like you rather spend X amount of money on drinks at the bar on Friday night. I'd rather spend money on
Making
good
sure my butt
quality.
looks good in the bar and not maybe not having as many. Boom.
Exactly.
There you go. Case closed.
Roasted.
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 Well, thanks for the questions. Hopefully
Absolutely.
people buy. I what I need to do when we get off this is close my laptop and not go on any shopping websites because I can't afford to.
Yeah,
Please send money.
I have to buy a couple things
Oh, well, I'll help you shop.
tonight. Okay, your word.
Okay. Well, I guess that pretty much wraps up this week's episode of Confessions of a Gym Rat. Make sure that you follow the podcast on Instagram at Confessions of a Gym Rat. Follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at List with Liz, and comment either on Instagram or in the podcast, like reviews, what you want me and Alexis to discuss because I will have her back on, but we need topics from y'all.
Yeah, we definitely need topics because this is, like a mini series of the
It is.
confessions.
Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here and I'm going to San Diego for a week. So
Hell yeah, are you leaving tomorrow?
Monday. Oh, wait, no, Tuesday.
Okay, because I was like, wait, tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah. As Nush just texts me, I hope nothing happens to your flies. Do you take electric? Okay.
All right.
Okay. And that wraps up this.